Good Monday morning to everybody. Before I start out, I just want to say that all of our thoughts goes to those that was flooding up in the West Virginia Panhandle, Maryland area. Hope everybody's okay up there. Let's get into your Monday here. You can see this is the percent chance of rain for your Monday, and as you can tell, pretty much everybody, it's going to be blue skies. Do see a slight chance, 24% chance up in Columbus, but this part of the mid-Atlantic looks really nice today. But don't get used to that. We're going to go into a stormy pattern that leads right into the 4th of July holidays. That's where this next slide comes into. Here is the GSF rainfall projected total through next Sunday night. And I know you can't really see it well in this image here, but you could take, for example, Kentucky and West Virginia and part of the mountains of Virginia right below West Virginia. This particular model showing 2 to 4 inches of rain through this next weekend. So yes, it probably will at times hamper your holiday festivities. It's not that it's going to rain all day, but there is a chance of thunderstorms each day. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. If you add the next week onto that total, you can see more of the same that week, where you see that spot right there in central West Virginia reaching up to 5 to 6 inches total over a 2-week span. Now, in a general idea, that is an estimated one model look. This one's model slightly higher than a couple other models that I've seen this morning. But the realm of possibilities out there. You never can underestimate these storms. It's just like that one that happened in the Panhandle this weekend. I don't think really anybody expected that to happen, but it just stalled and just stayed over that area and caused a lot of flooding problems. The next thing we want to look at is temperature. Now this anomaly map shows a lot of heat in the Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina area for Tuesday. If you see that dark orange, some of those areas there could very well reach 100 degrees Tuesday and Wednesday this week. So just keep that in mind if you're in those areas, pretty much from Richmond down into Durham, North Carolina, and to the northern part of South Carolina. Some really high temperatures are going to be present the middle of this week. And what these maps are, these anomaly maps are, is the departure of normal temperatures. So basically, these orange means it's above normal temperatures. And you see this is even more widespread here on Wednesday, even up into West Virginia, Ohio. You see a lot higher above normal temperatures. That's not going to last though. We're going to stay pretty either normal or slightly above normal all the way through about the 10th of July. And you'll see on this next slide that from the 11th through the 15th we'll have a cool down. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be cold outside, but it does mean it's going to be below normal temperatures for this time of the year in July. And as you could tell, it starts here on the 11th. There's still some orange area in the mid-Atlantic, but you can see this blue start moving in by the 12th here, kind of takes over. And you can see that, on this grid on the right hand side, the blue goes from a half a degree to about 6 to 8 degrees below normal when you have the blue present there. So definitely, it's not no major cool down, but it'll be a good bit. That, like I said, that's the 12th. There's the 13th, still here. The 14th, still here. Of course, running right about normal there in the Carolinas and Virginia and West Virginia. And it's still here on the 15th. Then after that, it starts getting more like normal. But we will have, like I said, this Tuesday and Wednesday, really hot temperatures down in the Carolinas and Virginia along the coast. And then, like I said, that once we get up to the 11th to the 15th time frame, it'll be some more comfortable temperatures. They'll be below normal. Now that leads us into the last segment of this video. This anomaly is for a 3-month span. This is July through September. Now, the interesting thing with this model is the CFS is usually warm biased. So it usually, compared to other long-range models, always shows it warmer. Well, if you take a look at the CFS now, you can see that most of the United States from July through September is running normal or slightly below. So the clear area would be normal, blue area would be below. Now, if that was any other model, then we really wouldn't even think much about it. But like I said, the CFS usually is warm biased. It's always showing it warmer than what it's supposed to be. And that's July through this September. If that's true, then this summer really won't have a lot of heat to it compared to what a normal summer would be like. This last slide is September, October, and November, and you see more of the same. It's showing normal to below normal in most of the United States. And part of that setup that you got to watch for, if this would be true, is that when you get into winter, that could cause a pretty big trough in the eastern United States. And usually when that happens, you're dealing with a negative tilt on the jet stream, which can bring big snows. Now, obviously, I'm not predicting big snows. Too far out to even look at anything like that. But, like I said, the general idea of these last two images here is because it is the CFS. It always runs warmer than normal, and it's not showing that on these. So it's just something to